The Delhi High Court on Wednesday came down heavily on the centre for failing to prevent what it described as a full-blown aviation crisis, after Indigo's mass flight cancellations triggered chaos across airports and sent airfares soaring. According to PTI, the bench of Chief Justice Devendra Kumar Upadhyay and Justice Tushar Rao Gedela questioned why the situation was allowed to deteriorate. Sharply criticizing the government's handling of stranded travellers, the court asked, why did such a situation even precipitate? What steps were taken to assist passengers? How other airlines could take advantage of the crisis situation and charge hefty sums for tickets from the passengers. The court pressed the centre to explain what arrangements had been made to help passengers stuck at airports and how authorities plan to prevent harassment in future. The hearing was based on a public interest litigation, PIL, seeking refunds and support for passengers caught up in the Indigo meltdown. News agency ANI reported that the court was particularly troubled by the sudden fare spike, highlighting how tickets that once cost 5,000 rupees had shot up to 30,000 to 35,000 rupees. The bench asked, if there were a crisis, how could other airlines be allowed to take advantage? How can fares jump to 35,000, 39,000? How could other carriers start charging these amounts? How can this happen? Representing the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, DGCA, counsel informed the judges that statutory mechanism is totally in place and that a show cause notice had been issued to Indigo, which has apologized profusely. The government's lawyer added that the disruption stemmed from various non-compliances of the guidelines issued by the authorities from time to time, including flight duty hours of the crew members. Additional Solicitor General Chetan Sharma told the court that the centre had long attempted to implement new flight duty time limitations, FDTL, but Indigo had sought multiple extensions from a single-judge bench. This is the first time the ministry has intervened. We have capped the fares. This cap itself is a stringent regulatory action, he said. Indigo, India's largest carrier with nearly 65% of the domestic market, operates over 2,300 daily flights. Its weekly domestic schedule rose from 14,158 flights in the summer to 15,014 flights in the winter season starting 26 October. But the airline had not adequately prepared for the second phase of revised crew rest and duty norms that kicked in on 1st November. This miscalculation triggered sweeping network disruptions across the country. Flights were cancelled by the dozens daily, overwhelming airports and frustrating thousands of travelers. Aviation experts and pilot groups criticized the DGCA's earlier approval for Indigo's expanded winter schedule, arguing that the airline was already stretched thin. As the crisis deepened, the DGCA on Friday granted Indigo a temporary exemption from certain night operations restrictions under the new FDTL norms, allowing it to stabilize operations until 10th February. Additional relaxations were also provided to aid recovery. But regulators have simultaneously intensified scrutiny. A DGCA panel has opened an inquiry into how the crisis unfolded. Show cause notices have been issued to Indigo CEO Peter Elbers and Co. Isidri Porcaras. Civil Aviation Minister K. Ram Mohan Naidu has squarely blamed Indigo for the chaos, warning that strict action will follow the inquiry to set an example. The minister stressed that airlines had been given sufficient notice to comply with new FDTL rules and that the government will not hesitate to enforce accountability.